Hello everyone, I'm Amod and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you people are doing well. In this video tutorial, we will explore a recessive scenario that looks simple but can drive you crazy until you know the trick behind it. On the screen, you can see I have a JSON array and there are two JSON objects in it. We have very simple fields in the JSON objects, but I want you to notice two fields here. First one salary and bonus. Salary holds a number value, but bonus holds a number value but of string type. You can see the double quotes around the value. Same thing for the second JSON object as well. Now I need to get the name of the person whose salary is equal to some amount. So here I'm going to use JsonPath class from recessive and we have one method from and you can pass the JSON array. Now basically I need to write the JSON path to extract the value, but here I have a JSON array and I need to filter based on some condition. So basically I want to fetch the name which holds a string value. So I can use method getString and here I need to write a find query which is a basically Groovy script. So in the double quotes I will use find keyword and every JSON object will be represented with it. So it dot bonus equal in the quotes I will pass the value. So let me copy and paste it here. So this double quote will come after the closing curly braces. So here I need to use dot name. So basically this Groovy script will apply a filter on all the JSON objects within the JSON array and it will match the value. If it is matching, then it is going to extract name of that JSON object and will return. Since I am using find, it is going to return me the first matching value. If you want to get all, you can use find all method. So that's all. Here I can store the value in a variable of type string and variable name I can give name. Let me sys out this name. Very simple. Let me quickly run this program. So you can see it is printing Amod, which is my first JSON object. Let me try with the different value of bonus, which is present in the second JSON object. I'm going to paste it here and let me run it again. So this time you can see it printing the name from the second JSON object. Now you might be thinking then what is the trick here? So when we have the number value as a string, we don't have any issues. But now I'm going to apply filter on salary. So instead of bonus, I will use salary and let me use this value without double quotes because this is a number value. Just I change the field name and remove the quote. Let me run it. So you can see it is printing perfectly fine. Good. Now let me copy this value and try. So here I pasted the value and let's trigger it. So you can see it printing you null. Instead of Mahajan, it is giving you null. So for the first value, it is working fine, but for the second value, it's not working. You might be thinking why it is even happening. And now, if I change this value from 1 to 0, and let me put 0 here, and if I re-trigger it, you can see it is returning me the name. So this is very strange behavior here, right? But no, this is not a strange behavior. This is actually conversion issue. So when do we write this Groovy script? Groovy will consider or convert this value to big decimal. And when you convert a number to big decimal, it is not equal to the same number sometime. For example, I'm going to do sys out and new big decimal. And here let me pass this value and I will duplicate it and this time I will pass the second value and I will put 1 here instead of 0. So I'm going to run and let's see what happens when this number will be converted to big decimals. So you can see for the first one it is same, but for the second one it is this much. So this value is double, but this will be converted to big decimal by Groovy and obviously these two are not same. That's why it is not returning any value and it is giving you null. So whenever you get any field where you have number value or double value, don't compare it like this. It might not work for all the values. So it is always a good practice to convert the values to big decimal first before comparing them. So what we can do to convert into big decimal? First I will get this value and I will convert to string, and then I can pass a constructor of big decimal and this entire thing. So it will get the salary, which is a double, then it will be converted to string, and then it will be converted to big decimal. And here right hand side also I'm going to use the big decimal constructor, and I will pass this value in quotes. Let me put 1 here. Now let's run and see what happens. So this time you can see it is giving you the value. Now whatever value you pass, it will work in all the cases. So let me try with this value, and you can see it is working perfectly fine. Now to have a better way, instead of explicitly converting to big decimal, we can use the config. So I'm going to duplicate this line below. Let me put name 1 and here also name 1. So before calling getString method, we can put a configuration where all the numbers will be automatically returned as a big decimal. So we have a method called using, and here we need to use JsonPath config.JsonPath config. If you put dot, here we have one method number return type, and in this I can pass JSONPath config then big decimal. And now I can get rid of these explicit conversions. Let me bring them in one line. Here also I do need explicit conversion. No string, nothing. So simple. Groovy script whatever we had previously. Now let me run it and see if it works or not. So for both I can see it is giving me the first name, and let me use the second value which was tricky, and let me put it here. Run it and you can see on the console for the first one Amod and for the second one Mahajan. So the basically takeaway from this video is whenever you get the value of a field as double or without quotes, always try to use this setting so that number will be converted to big decimal and you can compare or filter the required data. So that's all in this video tutorial. If you have any doubt, please comment on this video. If you really like my videos, please like, comment, subscribe and share with others. Thank you everyone.